Well, I'm not sure I got all the facts you just spelled out. If the school is not going to have every student back in fully in person or hybrid by March 1, then they're breaking the agreement. And it's not like that, we spelled this out. I mean, it was just spelled out very, very clearly in a document that we required each school in the state of Ohio to sign. They all signed it but one. That one had, every school had a right to do what the one did. And that was to say, no, we don't want to do that. We're not coming back. But every other school signed it. And I think taxpayers, I think the citizens of Ohio, but more importantly, the children have a right to say, if that was the agreement, you should go ahead and do that. No matter what school it is, should be back in March 1st. And it is, let me just emphasize again, I know that we keep saying this, but it is about the kids. It's not about me. It's not about the lieutenant governor. It's not about the health department. It is about the kids. And we continue to hear throughout this that kids, particularly in our urban centers where schools have been out for a year, that these kids needed to get back in school. They need to get back in school academically. They needed to get back in school emotionally, socially. And we felt that it was worth it, tough call, but worth it to get these kids back in school, to go ahead and say, yes, we're going to vaccinate your employees, we're going to vaccinate your teachers, anybody else in your school who wants the vaccine. But the deal is, you need to be back in full force March 1. I don't know how to explain it any other way. Lieutenant Governor?
Yeah, can I add to that? Remember, they knew what the promise was when they signed the document. Everybody knowingly took the vaccine knowing that those were the rules. Columbus specifically, I believe, has complied with the K through 5 group of students, or intend to, at least with hybrid, but the middle school and high school students don't have that opportunity. As the plan, as I understand it currently, exists. And I know I spoke with Mayor Ginther about this earlier today. I know he has concerns. I recognize there are challenges, but everybody knew what the obligation was in return for receiving the vaccine. And again, it is about the students. I spend a lot of my time on workforce development issues, knowing that we have high school students who need to finish off their high school career, for example, seniors who may be trying to get an industry recognized credential or some credits that they need to go to college or go to work. And these opportunities at the close of the school year are essential that they have access to them. And those are just some of the reasons it's important. And I want to emphasize that as it relates to all students. And again, I think it's important to reiterate, this has been a success in the sense that the vast, vast majority, it'll be over 90% of them, students in the state, or schools in the state, will ultimately hit that goal. And that's why we did this. A lot of good news. We're here to just encourage that it happen in all of the schools because these kids need it.
And look, as John says, it has been successful. We're spending some time today to talk about the schools that we wonder about. Are they going to do it? And are they going to hit the deadline? But overall, it's been worth it. It's been something that is important for these school children. Many of them are back in school today, and more will be back in school March 1 who would not have been back if we had not done this. So it is worth doing. We're glad we did it. Just want to encourage the schools that are not going to hit that, are saying now they're not going to hit that March 1 date, to please do everything that you can to do it. I related on Friday, had a conversation with the CEO in Cleveland. And, he said, I'm going to do everything I can, get kids back in March 1. And, so we just asked for that effort by everyone.